Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees. Got a special mid-June report for you. Summer's here and things are heating up in a big way. Okay, maybe I exaggerate a little bit, maybe not heating up, but things been happening. This baseball has been a representation of the Yankee season so far. Last week they go on a 5-game winning streak, but then they go on a 4-game losing streak. One step forward, one step back. They can't get anywhere. And with poor and inconsistent play, TV ratings as well as ticket sales have actually been down. So the Yankees are down 5.5 games out of first place. Still achievable, nothing crazy at the moment, but the question's going to come up, are they buyers or the sellers? Now, they have guys such as Carlos Beltran with his 17 home runs, which a lot of teams will use a guy like that for DH. CC Sabathia, a left-hander, his ERA is under 3. A lot of teams with a guy like that, or even Aroldis Chapman in the bullpen. There's about 15 teams that could use an ace closer just like that. So the Yankees are in a position where they could trade a lot of those guys off and get some great prospects that might pan off 5 years down the road. But do you keep that guys and you stay in for the fight this season? I think they would. It's the Yankees. They still got a shot. They're going to hold on to these guys, and they're not going to defeat to the end. It's just the Steinbrenner ego, whatever you want to call it, but they're going to hang in there for the fight for the long haul. The hitting's gotten a lot better for the guys at the top of the lineup. Mainly Ellsbury, who's up to 280. Gardner, creeping up to 250, a little more respectability. Carlos Beltran continues to be on fire. 17 home runs. And these aren't just Yankee Stadium cheap shots. He's hitting them right-handed. And even Chase Headley, my old good friend, I've been beating him up. He's up to 256. He's hitting. Congratulations. Unfortunately, the averages for Brian McCann and A-Rod haven't been getting much better. These guys are barely over 200, and it doesn't look like it's getting better anytime soon. And Brian McCann just hasn't been the same player since he hurt his toe early in the season. I mean, he's a great power left-handed bat. It's perfect for Yankee Stadium, but I mean, he's not hitting anything right now, and you can't really trade him off because he just makes way too much money. He has way too many years left on his contract. So if anything, it's just going to be more playing time for Austin Romine. Really off topic, but they got to cut this grass. This is getting ridiculous. Now, the top of the Yankee rotation with Tanaka and CC have been rather spectacular. ERA's under 3, not bad. It's the guys under them that have been a little shaky. I don't know how long CC's going to be able to hold this up. If he does, he might be the comeback player of the year. But Girardi hasn't had much faith in his starters. As soon as he gets the opportunity, he takes those guys out and tries to go to those big 3 in the back of the bullpen. Although the bridge to get there sometimes been a little shaky. Station Chief has really gone down the tubes. But they brought up Anthony Warjak, who's been throwing some heat and getting some major outs in some big innings. Now, first base has been an absolute nightmare for the Yankees during the 2016 season. We start off with Greg Berg on the DL, tears the bicep. All right, he's gone. But hey, great, we have Teixeira. But he never really gets off to a good start, and then he has these nagging knee injuries. Now he's on the DL. Chances are we're probably not going to see him for a long time. Maybe he's done for the whole season. Poor Nick Swisher is never going to get used. Bummer. So now they had Nick Swisher, who they signed to a minor league deal. They have him in the minors. He's 35 years old. Well, bring him up. Let's see if he has anything left. He probably doesn't, but they don't. So they bring up another guy, Chris Palmer, a young kid. First game, hits 2 home runs. Great, maybe it's the next Greg Bird. Then he tears his freaking groin. Now he's out. So Dustin Ackley, who the Yankees had to play right field as well as a little first base, he blows his elbow out for the season. Yet another guy that gets hurt playing first base for the New York Yankees. Maybe some curse going on here, I don't know. But, you know, Cashman wanted to infuse a little youth, so they experimented a little bit. Brought up Ruff Schneider, who did hit a little bit when they brought him up last year. He's hitting again now, so now you have a reason to get his bat in the lineup. They've been teaching him a little first base, been competent. Also have him in the outfield a little bit, been competent, and gives Beltran a little rest. So, hooray for the young guy. And at this point, we just got to consider Mark Teixeira a lost dog for the season. He's just not going to come back, or if he does come back, he's not going to do much. He's just damaged good. He's lost. He's finished. You know, another off topic, but the fact they have soccer on the field of Yankee Stadium is an absolute disgrace. What do? They throw out a flotation device. They pull in Ike Davis, the former Met of all people. Now, at one point, he was hitting 20, 30 home runs a season, but those years in the rearview mirror. He's young, but they're going to take a shot with him. He's just going to play defense, so I guess that's what the expectations are. But basically, we really have no first baseman. So what can Brian Cashman and the Yankees do if they decide to stay in this thing for 2016? Well, a starting pitcher would be nice, a consistent one to stave off the uneasiness of having Pineda and Valdi as 3 and 4. As for position players, I don't think there's someone out there. Perhaps if they get a stud first baseman, but again, I don't think that guy's out there. So you might see smaller role players like an Aaron Hicks, for example. But really, this is probably going to be the team we got to go forward with. It's got to hit better. Or do the Yankees sell off the vets and just throw the season away? Well, the engine to the 2016 season needs to start now. They got an easy schedule coming up, plus some division rivals, can make up a lot of ground and get back into first place.